Yeah, we got a developing situation here. We're on 32nd, about 3rd. I'm sorry, it's hard to talk that on, but we've got flames down here. If you follow it down, we've got the sheriff's department that is setting up the perimeter on this. They sat here at 31st and 3rd, and they maintained order for a while. They had a very loud protester, a lady, come in with a confrontation for a bit. They were able to quell that, but if you can see, and I can't see what we can pick up on the camera, there appears to be some flames down there, and it does appear that there's some fires down what would be on 31st and probably about 4th down there. You can see fireworks now starting to go off, but the Hennepin County Sheriff's Department, interestingly enough, as they've probably developed different strategies and different rosters for this, are the ones that are walking down there and taking control of this situation. So they're walking slowly. We can see smoke. We can see, I think, on camera some flames. We can't tell what the origination of the fire is, but it's certainly got the full attention of the Sheriff's Department. In the way background there, you can see cop cars that are going, it looks like, over the freeway, but you can't get a feel for it. You don't see any large groups here. It's simply the Sheriff's Department, Hennepin County Sheriff's Department, walking in a direct line to it, and there seems to be a fire of some sort, but we can't tell if it's on the road or a building.
Maxie, down there, is that more of a residential area there, or are there some businesses down that way? I'm trying to remember. What happened there?
It's a resident. We are now in a residential area. We are a couple blocks off of Lake Street, and so it's completely residential here, but we're not far removed from where we were with the McDonald's and the CSL Plasma and the Taco Bell. But this is strictly a residential area, just a little bit off the freeway and a little bit off of Lake Street.
And Mike, from what we can tell, because we get the vantage point of having your long lens on the camera, it looks like the fire's in the middle of the street as opposed to maybe a structure on either side of it. So I don't know if it's a street, someone set a bunch of debris in there and set on fire, or it's a car fire. But I mean, it looks like it's more centered in the street than it is on the side, on the boulevards.
Yeah, I can see it now. You're absolutely right, Frank. I now, a vehicle moved so I can see it. If you come over here, Chris, we can get a direct line shot of it. You're right, that looks like it's in the middle of the street. It looks like it's something burning. I don't know if it's a car or not, but you can see the flames that are shooting up there. And what we observed last night, there was a fire in the middle of the freeway on 35W, and they basically let it burn. And eventually, police department came after the protesters had moved out, and they put the fire out eventually. But I don't think it looked strategically last night. It looked like they were very intent or content on letting the fire burn its way out. That was not a major concern as long as it wasn't a building, and that's what it looks like it is right here. We can't see any indication that the building's on fire, but you can certainly see it's roaring pretty good there, and the flames are shooting pretty high. But that is the Hennepin County Sheriff's Department that is surrounded the perimeter, so I think they have it under control.
Fire department's big concern last night was we can't go in until an area is safe and secure. That one's awfully secure, so hopefully we'll see a fire truck soon.
Yeah, this is interesting. You know, social media is great, right?
Or not.
Or not. I know, it depends. But tonight, this one tweeted to me that right there over 35W near 33rd Street, we had seen part of it. We showed that there were people walking on 35W. I didn't see this, but several people tweeted me to say they were directly shooting fireworks or whatever, Molotov cocktails at the building, and they were trying to set the building ablaze. So I don't know if that's part of that, but I'm just...
Oh, like we were trying to start the building on fire, we missed with our Molotov cocktail and hit the road or hit a car.
And they just, whatever, caught fire. But
maybe. Hopefully they'll get a fight.
There was no sense of urgency from the Hennepin County Sheriff's Department. There was no sense of, there was no sprint, there was no run. They confronted a protester she was vehement about her ideas and her disagreements with the police in general. They let her have her say, and then they slowly walked down to what you can see are the flames are in the middle of the street. As I mentioned, we're on 31st and 3rd, so that would put it at 31st and 4th or 5th going that way under the stoplights.
Amelia found some other video, and you can definitely see...
this is what we had shown. I couldn't tell what was going on.
Yeah. Oh, is that while I was taking a little...
Well, you're taking a little break, which you deserve. But I couldn't see it. All I saw were the cars coming across, and they're all in black. But you can see clearly, we had shown this earlier, it was a live shot. I think it was a traffic camera shot.
Okay, here,
people winging things over.
Fire's growing, Mike.
Yeah. The fire's going. There was just a police car that went on the other side. You can see some of them. I don't know if you can see the flashing lights or not. They're not coming up to the fire. They're turning off before they get to the fire. I don't know if they're working on that or if there's something else going on down there. But we see a couple of police cars that came up and then they turned right before they got to the street where the fire is burning and it seems like it's picking up in strength.
It sure does.
No, don't zoom in.
It's interesting because.
But there's no sense of panic, and there's no sirens. There's no sense of panic. There's simply the sheriff's department down there, and I'm going by if they're comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with it, I guess, in terms of having it under control. Now we're seeing a lot of smoke, so they must have somebody put some water on it because now you're seeing the white smoke rise as if they just doused it and you don't see the flames. So somebody came in with something. I don't know if it was a fire extinguisher or a hose, but you can now see the white smoke. I don't know if it picks up well on camera or not. That's rising from where the fire was, and so obviously they have it under control.
Yeah, we can tell it's being put out. We see smaller fire, and we do see a lot of thick smoke. Mike, in terms of the people that you were with earlier, what happened to the girl? Any idea that they put in the pickup truck that got shot in the eye with some kind of device? And then are there many people around you now, or is that whole group gone?
It's more a neighborhood group. Chris, follow me here and I'll just show you where we are residential wise. There's some of the people have come out from their homes to observe and are walking around. We've got a little bit of a problem because down there there's a line of police officers, so we can't walk through there. If we go down a block and over, there's the man that tried to assault our cameraman Chris Cruz with a crowbar cane, and also tried to assault another photographer later. So we're not sure where his whereabouts, but he was scary enough to get our attention and keep us a ways away. And if we go the other direction, we're walking right towards that fire and the line of sheriffs and deputies there from Hennepin County. So we're just kind of staying put here, and we're in the midst of what would be a very typical South Minneapolis neighborhood where you see a lot of people out just looking around. Another observation, I told you earlier about some of the people have decided that they're going to guard their homes and their property. We had to cut up through an alley, and there was a fence and businesses on the other side of it, and there were a number of people standing outside to the point, and understanding, I thought, what they were doing. As we were jogging through to try to get through, I said, we're safe, we're not any harm, we're not any threat, and they gave me a kind of a thumbs up sign, but it was obvious that's the vigilance that we're talking about, that people have decided to take control of their own businesses and I guess to an extent their own lives, and so that's what we saw when we were there.